Hello everyone, Mtashed, Mike here, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. So, who's in this gameplay? You see that last word, you see a sniper, you assume it might be me, but it isn't. What I've done is I've gotten a few gameplays from some people in the community, and I'm going to be reviewing them from an objective standpoint to show you kind of the things that are done well and the things that are done poorly in the game. I want to break things down from a different player's standpoint because some people have been saying, you know, I like listening to your Crucible School videos, I like watching your guides and all that, but I can't relate to any of the kills you're doing. Some of the snipes you're making are just impossible, I'll never make them. And I understand that. It's hard to watch someone slaughter people talking about how to improve, and you're sitting there watching like, well, I can't do that, I'll never be that good. So, let's break down someone who's a little bit more of an average Joe, do a quick critique here on kind of what he does, and let's learn together. Let's improve together. This might be a little rusty because this is my first attempt, but we're going to try and do this smooth, sexy, and everyone's going to improve from this. So what have I noticed so far? This area here that he's standing in is a bit of a noob bait. You don't ever want to stand in that area because it doesn't actually have very good angles. Pushing through that doorway is 99% of the time a death trap, and it's just not a great area. Our player is being extremely passive. Yeah, I mean, this can work sniping all the way back here if people are rushing in to this side, but from what I've seen so far in the first 2 minutes of this game, other than terrible grenades, just kidding, is unfortunately the traffic isn't coming into this room. Most of it is in this hallway, they're up top, and even right here, he was pushing in a little bit aggressive there. He could have eaten a shot. He's also aiming at the body there with his sniper, so if someone did come through that doorway, he would have to spam 2 body shots really quickly. He's not going for the headshot there. So if I could give him any recommendation is, instead of trying to hold down this area, push out this door, is to go down the hallway at the far end, you know what I'm talking about, with the 2 windows you can jump up, and snipe down this hallway, versus trying to control this little area and have terrible angles and people dropping down on you, trying to kill them. It's just not really optimal, and if you're going to be sniping at the back of the map and playing a little bit more passive, that's a much better area to hold down. So right here, reaction time's a little bit slow. He's moving his reticle up to where the heads are. That was a good play. He did that very well. That's what he needed to do. Next time, he just needs to do it a little bit quicker. It'll help him improve. The other thing I'm noticing right now is some of his movements are very, I don't know what to call it, robot-like, androgynous. He's not moving his reticle fluidly and you know, aiming in doorways. Sometimes he just pauses and he's just kind of in La La Land. I don't know if he's checking the radar or what he's doing, but he's not really being effective. He's not really being a team player. So right there, he got a nice snipe. That was awesome. That's what he needed to do. He got flanked. Not a ton you could do about it. Fortunately, right here, he actually spawned by the other heavy, so that's going to be good. This is also why I picked this gameplay, is because to no fault of his own, it's just when he died and when he got kills, a lot of his kills are from super and from heavy. He makes some good plays with them, but he doesn't have a lot of one-on-one gameplay to critique. But I just want to break down some of the plays he does make with his super and heavy and how he could have improved them from there. And just other things. You know, if he was a bit more aggressive, he would have had more primary weapon kills. So right here, I didn't personally see anyone there. I think he guessed. That was a great shot. But in a game of, you know, a super close game, wasting a rocket there when no one was coming could have been risky. Right here, he's aiming down sights with his rocket launcher. I mean, unless the thing has tracking, there's no real reason to do that because you're just losing radar. And there were people on the right side there in that doorway, so even in that quick second, someone could have blinked on him, he could have shotgunned, he could have died in that moment, and he just didn't need to do it. He got a double kill, he blinked off the map. Not terrible, everyone makes mistakes like that, but at least he shut down the Sunsinger. I don't know how long his super was up, but he shut down the Sunsinger, he got a double kill, and it's time to move on to kind of the next area here. So he keeps moving back down here, and most of the traffic is now up top. So this isn't too bad because he actually kind of flanks behind them here. Gets a nice kill, gets a double, and supered. So unfortunately, Titan supers are like the biggest counter there are to Blade Dancers. There's not a lot he could do to do that, to counter that. He made a nice play there. He did the little flank, he went up top, and now he's in a good position, or at least he was. If he was going to be if he could have changed one thing, I would have just stayed where he was there, because that's kind of the sniper angle that would have been optimal. He continues to go back downstairs here, and it just isn't working for him this game. No one is coming down through that doorway. There are like 2 people the entire game. And honestly, I think if he would have stayed back there, because he does have some really good sniping skills. He hit some nice headshots in this game. You know, I think he would have done a lot better. So right there, he also fired 1 round and then reloaded when a guy was actually kind of pressuring him. The guy didn't drop down, but he put himself in a reload situation when he really didn't need to. He should have left his magazine full in case the guy did rush him, because if the player had chosen to attack at that moment, he would have been in the middle of reload versus able to pump him with his last word. So that's just little tiny things that could be improved. As you can see, look at that radar right now. Where are the people? They're up top. They're in that hallway. There's another person. They're just up down. There's tons of traffic up there, and he's not recognizing this soon enough. He's not recognizing, oh, there's people. There's people up there. I should go kill them. And it is definitely hurting him. It's a little bit of a... you know, it also hurts your team. If it's a 6v5 the whole time because we have a player down below here, that's not good. So right there, he ate a super. It's pretty hard to survive against a super. Someone's actually shooting down the stairs at him. But he also wasn't watching his radar there properly. The guy got so close to him before he even recognized that someone was coming through the door. So that's just a little bit of being mindful. He wasn't even in a panic situation there. He was sitting at the back of the map a little bit relaxed. And so right here, also I'm going to notice they haven't picked up heavy. They haven't picked up heavy. They haven't picked up heavy. They haven't picked up... Okay, so now they've got it. He gets a triple kill here. That's great. He gets an awesome triple kill. That's fantastic. But he did not push hard enough there. The second you realize they don't pick up heavy, and they don't have heavy, and you have it, you're closing in, you need to get there as soon as possible. Because even though he got that triple, he could have guaranteed that triple a lot easier. You know, even if he was a fraction of a second later, he might have missed all of those people. If he would have got there as soon as possible, he could have maybe shut down that heavy and got it for his team. So he was just a little bit lazy there, didn't push aggressively, and it turned out okay. But those are the things that, one way or another, where someday down the road, he isn't going to get that triple. And his team is going to be behind because of it, kind of thing. So, that's just one thing. With the super there, he ate a bit of damage, and he got weak, but, I mean, there were shotguns there. He did pretty good with that super. I wouldn't have really changed anything there. So, we got another super down there. He recognized someone died, so right here is pretty good. He's kind of aiming down there. Although... He got the kill, that was good. But he didn't really commit to it, and right here, he's weak, and there's 2 people up there, and he just pushes out. He should never, ever have done that. He got lucky that he outplayed them, and that the other guys were not really shooting their guns. Like, the one guy was just staring down the stairs, but that play should have never happened, not even once, because he was so low. There was 2 people on his radar, and that was just kind of needless aggression. If you were in the middle of a wicked triple kill and you wanted to get a flashy kill, sure, push out. But for the most part, that was an unnecessary kill. Pretty much closing out here. Let's see if he gets another kill. I actually haven't watched this far yet, so we're going to find out. No, nothing. He backs out. That was smart. The grenade was zoning him. Overall, a pretty good game. I think he goes 20-6. Got some bounty at the end there. Didn't get any good loot, I don't think, but... You know, he did very well there in certain situations. He made some nice snipes. He outplayed a couple people. But overall, he just needs to be a little bit more aggressive, choose areas that are a little bit more high traffic, and use those sniper skills to his advantage. I think it'll definitely help him as a player. And, you know, even though he went 20-6 and had a great game, he could have went 30-6. He could have had a fantastic game. So thanks for watching. If you want to send in a clip to this little series, send it to miketashbusiness@gmail.com. I'll put a little link. And talk to you later, my friends. Bye-bye.